What traditions do you celebrate each and every year to honor God's love? You see, Christ's sacrificial love should inspire us into action. We should be choosing traditions that point back to God's love and God's kindness and Jesus's humility as he lived on this earth. Think about your traditions and think about traditions you can add that will enhance the season for you and your family. Don't shy away from trying something new. A couple years ago, our family tried something new. It was something I found. It was either in a magazine or on Pinterest or something like that. But I found that somebody had created something called the white stocking. And it's something that they hung on their tree every year. And before Christmas Eve, sometime during that last week before Christmas Eve, every family member would write down something that they were going to do in the coming year as a gift to give back to Jesus. For instance, Jesus, I'm going to give you the gift of more Bible reading. I'm going to read my Bible more. Somebody else might say, I'm going to pray more. Somebody else might say, oh, I'm going to be more patient. Maybe one of the boys wrote that down one year. I'm going to be more patient, especially with my brother who drives me crazy, right? Um, these are just, I mean, in a way, kind of similar, let's be honest, to some New Year's resolutions. But for us, it helped us solidify it a little bit more because we knew we were writing it down, sticking it in this stocking, and we knew that we were going to open this stocking in our ornaments the next year, and we were going to have to read that. So it made it a little bit more user friendly, let's say, knowing that we were going to have to open this up again the next year. It pushed us to really work on that, not just setting a New Year's resolution and not, fully committing to it, but knowing that you were giving this as a gift to Jesus took it a step further. And so I do encourage you to do something similar. It doesn't have to be a stocking. You can just write something as a gift to Jesus, my gift to Jesus, put a little colon there, and then write down what your gift to Jesus is on a sticky note and stick it in your Bible. And put it in the front cover of your Bible. And when you open it throughout the year, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, yeah, I promised Jesus I was going to work on this. I promised him I was going to do this. For me, about 5 years ago, I wrote down trusting him. I'm going to trust you in this coming year. I'm going to learn how to do that better. And boy, oh boy, every time I opened my Bible and read a new story, I was seeing how characters were trusting him more, or maybe how they weren't trusting him and they were going through chaos. And it was helping me, to learn, wait a minute, he needs to be trusting God. He's not trusting him right now. He's dropping that trust moment. Um, I was intentionally looking for verses that went along with trusting the Lord. I was talking about trusting the Lord with others as I was growing and I was learning how to do it. Um, I was sharing those experiences with other people. So I was talking about it so much more. And it really helped me not only to pray and wait for his answer, but it helped me to trust that he really is in control of my life. And that year was pivotal because I wrote down something that actually I applied to my life and it made a huge difference. And so I do encourage you to do something similar to this where you are giving Jesus a gift back. You're saying, in this coming year, Jesus, I am not making a New Year's resolution for me. That's something superficial or that's something that the world is going to look at. I'm doing this for you. And I know that if I'm doing this for you, it's ultimately going to help me grow. going to help me in that particular area be a better vessel for God to use. And so I love the idea of my white stocking. You can call it whatever you want, the Christmas blessing. You can call it the gift for Jesus. But whatever you do, I do encourage you to somehow add something similar to your own Christmas traditions where you are giving back, because God's given everything. He's given us his one and only son. We should be willing to give him anything back and be willing to sacrifice and work in the coming year for him. So, what is it that you want to work on? What is it that you want to grow in so that you can be a better vessel for God to use so that you can bless others for God's glory? That's my goal for you. But keep up with those fun Christmas traditions, making cookies, wrapping gifts a certain way that you love to wrap gifts, going shopping, going to special events. Those are all so much fun. But don't leave out what Christmas is all about. It's all about Jesus. And make sure you're giving something back to him this year. See you next time.